Hello, this is Natasha from Earth Mother Star Child, and I'm going to give you a podcast today about asking you, what are you going to do in the new paradigm? So what am I talking about when I talk about the new paradigm? I'm talking to you about the new Earth, what we're going to be birthing and have been birthing in the last few years, but what we're really going to be birthing very intensely after the Winter Solstice in December, which is in about 5 days' time. So this process of birthing is going to go on and on and on and on and on. But really, what I'm asking now for people born at this time when we're incarnated is, how do we want to spend the rest of our lives? What is it that we want to create here on Earth? What did you, when you were a soul, before you came into physical matter, your consciousness, what is it that you wanted to bring? What was your unique energy signature that you wanted to bring here on Earth for the new Earth paradigm? On Twitter, I'm asking quite regularly at the moment for people to think about what their intentions are from the Winter Solstice into 2019. What are our intentions? What is it that we want to really bring here and express through our physical bodies here on Earth? What were you made to do? What were you created for? If you looked at yourself through the lens of a wise observer who's looking at you and wondering, what is your divine intention here on Earth? Why do you want to create this? If you could have anything in the world, what would you create, and where would you create it from? These are the sort of questions that I feel we've been asking inside ourselves as we awaken. We know as we look around here on Earth at the moment that something's not right. Something just feels off. We don't need to go into that right now on this podcast, but that dissonance that we've experienced between our energy inside of us and the energy around us, that is really the essence of what I'm talking about. Bringing out your unique soul signature into the physical world through conscious intention. Bringing out of yourselves, of your heart, your consciousness into physical matter. So why am I going on about this so much? Why is it so important? Mostly because most of us have lived our lives in a way that we've had to compromise. We've had to go along with certain things that perhaps didn't feel in alignment with our true nature, our soul intention. It's very common that we have been brought up in education systems, political systems, religious systems even, like institutions where ideas and thoughts were placed upon us and we were conditioned into. Now, as we move into the new Earth paradigm, the new matrix, it's more about your crystalline energy, bringing in through your heart your unique soul signature. And as empaths, as indigos that have been incarnated here, earth angels, light workers, star seeds, as you're been born into a physical incarnation here on Earth, you're actually able now, much more so than we've ever have been on Earth, to bring through your nature and to change and affect and influence the world around you in a way that will begin to feel harmonious with your inner self and your inner spaces. What I'm trying to say is that the vibration that you bring here, you will be able to much more easily have an effect on the world around you, as your vibration will be have a stronger feel to its field. It will have a stronger resonance as we move into this fifth dimension. So on a very practical level, I like to keep things practical if I can. This is about like every day choosing where you're going to put your energy. So what is your alignment to? So I would really encourage people to align to their heart space, as I believe this is where our soul energy comes through into the physical matter. And once we are in the heart space, which can take its own journey, but once we're actually in there and starting to manifest from this space, we can bring in all those parts of us that need to be heard and seen and witnessed in the physical, and then we can receive validation for those parts. So looking at what we're going to support here, where we're going to put our energy. This can even be very simple ones. Like I'll give you some examples of what I'm intending to do for 2019. I have my own seeds of intention for the work I'm going to do here, but also I've decided to only support companies that are working in a conscious way. So this means that I will look for companies that, clothing companies, food companies that are working with conscious intention. And luckily there are enough out there. So where I put my focus is also where I'm going to put my money. So I'm going to flow my focus into those areas and make the choices in accordance with that. I'm already making those choices in terms of like buying organic food, trying to buy no plastic, trying to buy conscious toilet roll. I love What the Crap toilet roll, actually. That's brilliant. I love it. So this is about where are you going to put your energy? And this also comes into where we put our energy into financial institutions, where we put our energy into educational institutions and religious institutions as well, but also where we put our energy into our friendships and our relationships with people, where we put our daily energy into the jobs we do, how we manifest ourselves in the world. It becomes you are the force for change. And this change doesn't really come about by you waking up one day, hit by a lightning bolt, say you're going to change the world. I mean, yeah, I'm all online with that. It's brilliant. I love it. If you're going with it, I'm with you. But it's also about the daily choices we make. What are we going to do today? How are we going to spend our energy? What thoughts are we going to have today? Like, if we're feeling sad, how are we going to express that? Are we going to express it in a way that brings process and release and dissipating of a negative issue? Or are we going to sit on it and harbour it and suffocate it or project it on someone else, try and get rid of it? How are we going to use our energy in each moment and each day to really reflect who we really are? And I think that is the crux of the matter. How are we going to use our energy in each day in the physical to reflect who we really are? Now, I know that most of my conscious intention is around love. So when I wake up in the morning, even if I'm feeling grouchy and growly, and I can do that very well, I will try and make a conscious intention to put love into everything I do today. And if I notice that I'm moaning and complaining, then I try and remind myself, look, this is what's important to me. It's important to me that I put conscious love and intention into everything I do, into my home, into my work, into my office, into my car, into my kids, because I've got children, really putting it into every space, because when you're doing that, you're actually aligning with your heart and your energy soul signature. You're bringing light into those spaces that really need it. Conscious intention, bringing your blessings, bringing your love, bringing your soul light all the way and deep into the spaces that need them. And that can go from your conscious intention with yourself, how you deal with yourself, and to how you deal with others, and right the way down to, how you make your bed in the morning. If you put love and loving vibration, loving energy, conscious intention into your daily thoughts and your process, then that is the energy that you are imprinting into the world. So I'm going to stop there because I feel like I'm sort of preaching a bit, and I didn't really want to do that. But I really hope that this encourages you to write down, speak out loud, express what your soul intentions are for 2019 and beyond. Like, we are on the edge of this change in consciousness that you wouldn't believe, and I am so excited about what's going to happen. But I also am very, very aware that we all need to have our creative intention in alignment so that we can bring in that energy and anchor it in, make it physical. So we are actually drawing into the physical reality here on Earth. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. If you like my podcasts, I'm actually putting them all on YouTube, so they're much easier to access than on Spreaker. And I encourage you to reach out, connect. I'm Earth Mother Star Child on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm doing a lot of twittering at the moment, a lot of tweeting. And I also have Earth Mother Star Child website. You can work with me if you want to, and I'm on there and you can come and have a look. And if you would really like to follow the YouTubes, please subscribe to the channel, Earth Mother Star Child, and keep you in the loop. Okay. Namaste. Blessings of light.